Happy New Year's, guys. Look at that gold wing. Man, that's a big guy. Honda Accord in front of me. The driver has a mask, one of those face diapers, but over the nose, but not the mouth. Let's see if we can get a glimpse here. Look, look, look. Look on the right. Oh, it's an Asian lady with a nose mask. Oh my God. Man, these guys are still waiting. Oh, there's that Honda VFR. And we're gonna be off to Seneca Rocks. I don't know if I will make it that far, but we have a Z1000 and a VFR800 25-year anniversary with a child in it. Look at that. That Z1000's got nice integrated bags. It seems like all of us have integrated bags. Very curious about those bags. They look to be larger than the VFRs. Shawn of the Dead is the only person I know that rides consistently and long rides all the time. And he has an 04 ST1300 like I do, but the only thing is he's got 114,000 miles as opposed to me with 26,000 miles on this thing. And the ride is off. Look at that. They're losing me. I am not used to this. I'm not used to riding this thing fast. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to like wake up. I might have to get some coffee. Nice. They definitely have. They have me beat. And he has his kid on there. He's going so much faster than me. I'm jealous. And I'm gonna have to downshift. You know, the beauty of this bike is that you really don't have to do a lot of shifting, because these 5 speeds, they are incredibly good at getting you in the right power band all the time. Man, how awesome is that he rides with his daughter. He's got a daughter, but he doesn't ride. I mean, he barely rides. Now this guy, Shawn, he rides. I mean, literally, it's winter time, and we're going for a ride in deep into West Virginia. This area has got them a little bit of rain. The roads are still wet. Smells like manure and cows, all the good stuff from riding around in the country. I'm glad he slows down when it's wet like this. I hate going through the wetness. Oh, my rear tire came off the ground, not the front. This is why Virginia is great for sport touring. You just have these roads that snake everywhere. And if you look around, you'll see like people don't have a lot of money, but this area still is expensive. You see the pea gravel? That pea gravel, you're not going to be able to see it if you're wearing shades or your visor and your helmet, at least not very well. That's why if you really want to get maximum safety, pull up your shades on your helmet when you're riding corners. Usually when I come to Route 33, by the way, this is probably one of the best roads to ride for motorcycle riders within like a few hours of Washington. Yeah, that's right, that big mountain system, that's where we're gonna go cross right now. Cyclist high crash area, next 4 miles. So beware, this is a dangerous road to ride fast. And you can park here. A lot of guys park here and trailer. I was thinking about doing that with the CRF coming here. And because there's also a lot of great dual sport riding in this particular area. Because this is also the George Washington national forest. So these set twisties right here, oh man, there is some debris on the road, and I don't like the dampness. Oh, look at this. Those two trucks, I think they are hunting with dogs. This corner is so dangerous. A lot of people have crashed here. I'm not into this wet stuff here. I'm gonna take it easy. It looks like Shawn already knows that that's a dangerous combination here. But you can see, like, this is really, really beautiful. It's like open. Most of the roads in the East Coast are not very scenic because you can't really see the road. This gets a lot of people. I had a guy on a Ninja 250 crash here, and he was wearing a motorcycle jacket but no motorcycle pants, so the motorcycle jacket kind of like slid up on him, and he had a lot of rash on his stomach. It looked like just a hunk of meat. And up here I had a guy on a GSXR 1000 crash, bent his forks, but still managed to ride the entire ride here. And the thing is, I remember a pickup truck coming the other way, and while he was on the floor, the bike was like thrown around. They started laughing at him, or us, I'm not sure. But that's kind of like a weird thing that people do. The guy on the Z1000, man, he knows how to like lean his body. By the way, if you make a left here, it goes into Schweitzer Lake. Beautiful, and this kind of loops back to Radish Knob on the other side of the mountain. So that side actually crosses the mountain as well. All right, we are in West Virginia, right there. There's the sign for West Virginia. Look, this is so much nicer. I love these sport touring roads. And the thing is, this bike does really well with these type of roads. But this one, surprisingly, will keep up with a lot of bikes, including sport bikes. The only limiting factor is really the rider on board. Me. I'm so surprised that she's riding that VFR so well. It's just super smooth. And this is winter, by the way, but we're getting like this weird warm spell. We haven't had any crazy snow, and it looks like these people haven't had any crazy snow either. I think for me, I just have to get used to riding this thing. You know, the beauty of having these guys go in front of me is that you see them change things up. So a lot of times they'll slow down, and then you notice. That's why, like, the guy in front is always doing all the work. The downside is that the roads are kind of wet and dirty today. The weather's pretty decent, just under 60. I think it's a little bit colder, but man, I really wish I had a nice exhaust. It's 1 p.m. I wish the sun would just dry off everything. Oh, it is nice and wet here. Debris all over. Why they put so much gravel on the shoulders here? Why is just not pave it all the way? kind of cool looking through the valley and seeing the road snake around. I've always liked that look, especially if there's like a river nearby and you can see the water, the valley, the road at the same time. I've always thought that was a great combination. Feet up. Oh yeah. Finally get to use those air wings. Let me see how. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh, it's so nice having my feet up like that. Oh, wow. And finally I saw it coming. Finally shift properly. I shifted 2 down, but for these passing situations you really only have to shift maybe once, because this bike has got 5 gears. All of these other bikes have 6, but you don't have to work that hard on this bike. But if you do shift it into third, then you have that engine braking to help you. Yeah, this bike is so smooth, it just doesn't seem like it's going fast at all. That's a bad thing. That speed sensation is gone. Arrived. This is Yocum's restaurant. This is where a lot of riders come and they eat. There's also a mini gas station here. And it looks like he's going to fill up. Yeah, they've got new pumps. This is the place to come in Seneca Rocks. Eat here at Yocum's, fill over there, and look at these bikes. Really good bikes for riding. This particular VFR has a 25-year anniversary model, and Shawn has the same bike that I have, the ST1300 Blue 04 as well. But look at this. I almost bought one of these. This one is really well equipped. So you have, oh, he's got like the quad lock for his phone. He's got the Zumo GPS. He's got another quad lock. But look at the speedo there. Yeah, I really like the paint scheme here on the VFR. He's got a aftermarket seat. Of course, he's riding with his daughter. Pretty amazing. She's more hardcore than most riders I've ever ridden with. Nice saddlebags, color coded. Like, this has got the dual tip exhaust. He's got crash bars. He's got like the heated vest stuff. Today is like 60 something degrees, so it doesn't have, it's not very cold at all. This is Harpers Old Country Store since 1902, and over there you have climbing school, so a lot of people come here and they climb right over there in Seneca Rocks. I've never got into rock climbing or mountain climbing, and that's a wall for practicing climbing. Lots of Toyota Tacomas. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other side. And this one is a Kawasaki 1000. So it's not exactly like a true sport bike. The saddlebags are really functional. You can put an entire full-size helmet in here. Sun is coming down. We gotta get on moving. This bike definitely, I find myself going a little bit wide on it, but oh my god. But I find myself, if I lean this bike, it feels like I'm gonna like just fall down, and I'm just not used to it. especially West Virginia for riders, is underrated because the roads are like this. They're like just super awesome touring type of roads, and very few traffic, especially during weekdays. This is Smoke Hole Road, I should say. Of course, you're in the valley. You're between two large mountain systems. But whenever you come into a town, you gotta slow down. Look at this freaking house. It's so awesome looking. It's like one of those gingerbread houses. I just wanted to say that VFR sounds really good, but it's kind of like a quiet sort of bike. You really hear it if I'm not really hammering it as well, but it's not loud. That's the thing. It's probably just an orchestra for the rider. Okay. Oh my God, these guys, they want to go on the highway. All right, we are near Edinburgh. This is probably going to be where we split off. The guys are filling up. I don't need to fill up because I have a 7.7 gallon gas tank. I'm good for 300 miles. But yeah, really beautiful area. Finally, gas is $2.99. Oh, that bike sounds really good. Man, that bike, now that I'm closer to that bike, sounds really good. Oh boy, that sounds way better than this one. Well, we're coming to the end of the ride. I have a very long ride home on the highway, unfortunately. Guys, that's the ride for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Hey, I guess they're right. Senior citizens, although slow and dangerous behind the wheel, can still serve a purpose.